Hey guys, on this exciting edition or episode of Me and My Shadow, we're going to discuss riding with full gear on in the heat and why it's so important to ride your own ride and don't try to keep up with somebody else. Let's go for a ride. Well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, actually. Welcome to Me and My Shadow. It's been a while. Hope everybody is doing good. It has been a while since I have done a motorcycle video. Not making any excuses here, but I've been busy, man. Those of you that may or may not know, or do know, I'll repeat, I own my own lawn mowing business, and this is definitely the time of year for lawn mowing, guys. And it has been a while since I've been able to ride. I'm almost embarrassed to say it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I know I just put a video out like, I don't know, 5 days ago or so. That was kind of a pre-recorded one. So I thought I would take this day off to take a little bit of a ride with you guys and chat a little bit. I hope this video is finding everybody well. I know it has definitely warmed up here in Texas, that's for sure. And this weather report is brought to you by Me and My Shadow, proud sponsors of, just kidding. So I had a little issue with the bike. When I started it up, it ran, but then it popped real loud, like it didn't want to keep running, and then it died on me. All I have to say is thank heavens for those wonderful folks in the Honda Shadow forums. They definitely helped me out. So what it was, I guess, is just lack of running it. I know, motorcycles are meant to be ridden, not sit in garages. I'm the big preacher of that sort of thing. So this is the solution was to basically back the motorcycle out, fire it up, and go ahead and leave the gas turned off and let it run until both of the carbs were blown out. So now I'm taking a ride to make sure that solved the problem. And I thought I'd take you guys along with me. So it's going to be just a short ride, short little video today. I do have some topics to discuss, as always. So topic number 1, numero uno. That would be safety gear and heat. Now, I'll be the first person to say that I'm never going to tell anybody how to ride their own ride. You ride the way you feel most comfortable. and you ride the way that you think is best for you. But I can tell you guys something honestly, I don't care how hot it is, my rides are always, well, with one goal in mind: to enjoy a really good ride, of course, and number two is to get home safe. You know, it's just like if I was riding with somebody else and they were riding too fast for me or going a little crazy on stuff that I wouldn't like to do, I'm still going to ride my own ride. It doesn't matter who I'm riding with or whatever. If somebody's riding 15 miles an hour faster through curves than I feel comfortable with, and guess what? I'll catch up with them 15 minutes later. I'm not real big on just because somebody else's, let's put it this way, just because somebody else's skill level is more advanced than mine doesn't mean I'm going to push myself to ride where I'm just not good, you know, where I'm just not comfortable and where I'm just not skilled enough to handle it. And that goes back to gear. I mean, I'm wearing gloves, wearing the armor jacket, mesh armor jacket. Try to stay as cool as possible in Texas. Like I said, it's definitely Texas heat time. But, and even though I know that my gear is not really going to protect me per se from getting hurt, it's going to minimize how much damage I actually get. I heard a awesome YouTuber that I like to watch, I think his name is Moto Jitsu, say it the best. He said, just drive along in your car and get up to 55 miles an hour. Once you reach the 55 miles an hour mark, open your door and jump out. It's not going to end well, right? And that's definitely borrowing his example, but it's true. My opinion is, if I was in the car doing 55 miles an hour and I was wearing all this gear, a helmet, pads and everything, and I jumped out of the car, well, guess what? I'm still going to get hurt, but I'm not going to get hurt as bad. And there is a lot to be said for comfort. You know, when you're riding in the heat, that guy was not watching at all. See him backing out of that driveway? When you're riding in the heat and you are uncomfortable and sweating, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at this, guys. I would much rather sweat than be sitting in a hospital bed somewhere, my arm all tore up or my legs all gone, wishing I'd have just taken that time to go through that little bit of discomfort. You know, and just have a little less damage. Hope that makes sense. And staying on the theme of riding your own ride, I've gotten some comments from folks talking about overcoming fears again, and it's a big deal on a motorcycle, and I think that honestly it's not really discussed a lot. So I thought we would revisit that topic one more time. You know, I have people asking me things like, is it normal to have that kind of fear? Is it normal to, you know, when you get to a certain speed, it terrifies you, or you get in certain traffic situations, it terrifies you. Is that all normal, or is that something that, is wrong with the person? And my opinion is, again, ride your own ride. If you're comfortable doing nothing but taking back roads, and your main comfort zone is 35 miles an hour, as long as you're enjoying yourself, who cares? There's different kinds of riders, but motorcycles were made to be ridden for one reason, and one reason only. Well, okay, two. One is to look really cool, of course, get the chicks. And the other is for pure enjoyment, unadulterated enjoyment of being outside, enjoying the weather, the speed, the exhilaration, all those things. I don't think motorcycles were ever made for people to ride where they're not comfortable riding, do things they're not comfortable doing. So if you got somebody forcing you or making you feel like you're not cool because you're, I don't know, like me, and we're afraid to get out on the interstate or to, have put yourself in certain traffic situations and things like that, then you're not enjoying yourself, and what's the point, man? I hope this makes sense and resonates. I really do, what I'm trying to say. Some people are not happy unless they're going 150 miles an hour with their pants on fire. There are some people that are, I guess, adrenaline junkies or whatever, that just really need that thrill. And if you're that kind of a rider, then you're taking inherent risks, and you know what those risks are. Everybody's an adult, right? Or at least you're supposed to be. There's other people that enjoy doing nothing more than just putzing around the neighborhood. There's some people that look at a motorcycle as a definite mode of transport to get them to work, to get them from point A to point B. There's people that ride motorcycles simply to do those long distance rides. So there's so many different riders out there, and not everybody's going to be the same. I don't know. I guess my point is, if you're not riding for yourself, if you're not riding a ride that you enjoy, then you're wasting your time. You really are. And there are those that may have started out riding motorcycles with this lofty goal in mind, that they're going to be going cross country, they're going to be on the interstate, putting 400 or 500 miles a day on the bike. Then they get the bike and they find out that they're not ready for something like that. So it doesn't mean that you are never going to be able to do that. It just means you're not quite experienced enough yet. I just think the saddest thing would be to go ahead and sell yourself short, meaning that you get the bike, you find out you're terrified of, let's say, the interstate, okay? Because that was always my biggest fear. And I still don't really like it. I'll be 100% honest with you. I would much rather take state highways and stuff like that, but I know now that I can do it. But it took me a long time. It took me a year and a half to get to the point where I felt comfortable enough to take the interstate. And what helped me in getting that comfort zone was taking a lot of these little short rides like I'm doing right now, where I'm completely comfortable. and pulling over into empty parking lots and practicing my slow speed turns and slow speed maneuvers, panic stops, all those things. Hell, what helped me was taking the driver safety course, man. Built my confidence up quite a bit. I'll be real honest with you guys, before I got up to the courage to get out on the interstate and do what I'm able to do now, if I had any distance to go, I routed it. Big bump. I routed that ride so that I was nowhere near an interstate. And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Because every time you ride, every time you practice, every time you take a safety course, it's just like a little more of a notch in your belt, right? It builds up your confidence level a little bit more and helps you get to the point where you can actually do more things and enjoy more things. But the worst thing I think you could do is push yourself too early, too fast. I mean, if you're going to freeze up on a motorcycle, all you're going to do is really hurt yourself. If you're going to be so scared that you're not paying attention to the road and that you're not, I don't know, doing those things that you're supposed to be doing safety-wise because you're too afraid and all you're thinking about is, oh my God, I'm going to die, then you're not being safe for yourself. You're not being safe for your family and your loved ones. You're definitely not being safe if you have a passenger with you. And you're going to end up hurting yourself. And that's not good. Look, bottom line is, riding a motorcycle is inherently dangerous, okay? So there's some things that we don't do. And I see a lot of this, man. I see people out drinking and riding their bikes and stuff like that. Or doing any kind of imbibing where it's going to change your mental faculties a little bit or impair your judgment. It's just not wise, man. Why add to the risk that you're already taking by doing stupid things like that? That's one thing. But also, if you're going to force yourself and push yourself to ride where you're not comfortable, take it slow. Take it in little bites. One of my videos I put out was called How to Eat an Elephant, right? Somebody told you have to eat that elephant. Well, how would you do it? You do it one bite at a time, right? It's just like anything else. I'll give you guys another non-motorcycle example. My business. I got an offer to do a commercial property. It's a trailer park, 65 lots. Probably would have brought in about $4,000 extra a month. Very tempting. But the job was too big for me. I'm not ready for it. I'm a solo operator. I don't have the big enough mowers and equipment yet to be able to do it. So I'd turn them down, man. I guess knowing your limits and pushing your limits when you're ready. I guess the best way I know how to put it is I rode this motorcycle around this neighborhood until I got the feeling that I could really handle it well. And then when I started going on the interstate, let's say, and up to higher speeds for a sustained period of time, you guys saw it in my videos. I took it one exit at a time. And the very first time I did it, I was about ready to poop my pants, man. I've got it on video. You guys have seen it. Go back and watch it if you don't know or don't know what I'm talking about. You'll see it was exhilarating and terrifying at the same time, but I did it. And then I took some time to process that, right? And then I did it again and went a little further. Took some time to process that. Paid attention to the video, watched any mistakes I might be making of lane position, getting on and off the interstate. You know what I mean? It was a process. So if you aren't there yet, don't feel like you're not a super biker, because you don't need to be super biker. You just need to be Chuck, Bill, Bob, Nancy, Liz, whoever you are, and ride your ride and enjoy it, because that's what these are made for. We spend a lot of money on gear. We spend a lot of money on our beautiful babies. We spend a lot of money in upkeep and making sure that they look great, so that we are proud of them when we ride them, that they're running in tip-top condition, and frankly, knowing that we're safe. It's not a waste of time or money if you're enjoying what you're doing. Anyway, guys, I guess I'll get off my little soapbox today and just continue to ride and enjoy this steamy day. And for those of you that say I don't like to wear gear because it's too hot, let me tell you something. I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating in my gloves. My head's all sweaty from wearing a helmet. Back and arms are all sweaty in this jacket. But if that Jeep that was backing out of the driveway would have made me lay this bike down and I hit the pavement, I would have had a lot more protection than somebody in flip-flops, t-shirt, and a pair of shorts. I guarantee you, I'd have walked away a little bit better. I'm not saying I wouldn't get hurt. And I'm not saying that I am invincible in any way, shape, or form. What I am saying is I'm going to minimize the damage. I had a safety instructor tell my class one time, dress for your accident. He said it may sound cryptic, but it's true. Dress for the kind of accident that you want to have, or that you're prepared to sustain. So ride your own ride, guys, man. Enjoy it. Find that motorcycle that you love. Master it. Get used to the weight. Learn how to maneuver it. Learn how to stop. Like this Amazon guy right here. Did you see that? A little bit of a panic stop there because he's a dumbass. Somebody in such a big hurry that he decided that it'd be smarter just to cut me off. Ooh, okay, calm down. But see what I'm saying? Master your ride so you know exactly what you're doing. Master your ride so that you can control your machine, so when the things like that happen, you're prepared. Enjoy the ride, man. That's what it's all about. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I want to thank everybody too that subscribed to my channel. It's amazing again to me that I have so many people that like to watch my videos. Love you guys. Share what kind of ride experience you have. Tell me where I'm wrong on all this. Leave me a comment. If you do like what I do, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell so that you know when I'm going to post a new video, or when I've posted a new video. Plus it lets, I guess, YouTube know that I'm doing something right and you guys are enjoying the videos a little bit. Anyway, guys, that's all I really got for today. I want to thank everybody for watching me in my shadow. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. And like I say, guys, doesn't matter what you ride, it's just that you ride. Everybody take care and have a great, great day.